The map project that's been being developed, we kind of needed a graphic designer to help design the route maps and brochures and other marketing materials. If you look at what you're received in the packet, you'll see that there's definitely a branding. There's an identity happening in what we're doing. And then we think it's important with our trail system to similarly have like a cohesive image or structure to it. And that's what someone who's like a graphic designer can help bring to a project, is they actually make everything have a cohesive look to it, so it's not a bunch of patchwork or mismatched items. So as we've been identifying those things and realizing that we have about 1,300 people that are probably going to be coming to Putnam County in 2014, we realized that we're going to need help from the community and some support from you and Parks and Rec. And as such, as we move forward, just want to briefly state our recognition of the importance of ongoing support from the Director of Parks and Recreation. And we recognize in today's paper that we do have a named Director of Parks and Recreation coming on board. We hope that the new director recognizes that there's a pretty strong established relationship here, and moving forward that continues to be a supportive source, and we have no doubt that it will be, but we want to give her the heads up. We're here, and we look forward to working with her. Also, we find that we believe there's a need for dedicated staff assistance, and that's not to say that the staff assistance we're receiving isn't dedicated. But by dedicated, we mean actually identified and defined as someone's job description or a portion of someone's job description. And to that end, in the packet we gave to you, there is a page that says 2014 Needs Identification Request for Assistance. And it's basically our recognition that some other counties have already established a trails coordinator position. We're asking this county commission consider establishing a similar position in our Parks and Recreation Department. And we've then listed some of the things that we've identified as necessary in that individual's job description, what they would actually be helping us to do. And we ask for that kind of assistance in order that we may continue creating outstanding blueways and trails for all. With that, I'd like to show you some pictures. Here we have some of our members. This is Donnie Adams, Sam Carr. They're out in some other county talking about this county. That's exactly what we need. Out there getting the word out, come visit Putnam County. We've got it going on. Here we are interacting with commissioners from other counties, adjacent counties, St. Johns County, on our trail system, because this is an interconnected system of trails, and we need to have good coordination with surrounding communities. Of course, as Gabe pointed out, here is the bike path over the bridge, and I can read the paper and then I can go and drive to work every morning and see people on that bridge, and I trust what I'm seeing with my own eyes. People are using that bridge, and it's an important and critical link to people who are doing cross-country cycling using the southern tier. That is the way they get across the river, right there. To our bike rides out in our farming communities and areas, people want to ride in that kind of environment instead of on city streets. So that's why it's important for us to make sure that we continue to support that kind of event. Here is our opening of the Placa Trail, the festival we put on, and you never know who you'll see out there. Coughing wheelie. So whether it's bicycling's your thing or if hiking's your thing and you want to go and take a guided tour of, this was Rice Creek. We had over, I think it was like 21 or 25 people went on that hike. It was amazing how people just showed up to go on that hike out there in Rice Creek. And just get out in the natural environment that we have here. We're blessed with here in Putnam County. Hike down in Mud Springs. Of course, you go to Mud Springs, you got to go down and look at the river and go swimming in the springs. Or if you want to go kayaking out on Lake Stella with us, if you want to have the good fortune of having a moonlight panel at the same time as a rocket launch, being in Dunn's Creek to see that. I mean, that's pretty amazing that that I have experienced that in this community. You know, paddling through the water hyacinth over there near Bear Creek, near the Oklahoma, visiting one of our local establishments, kayaking up into Mud Springs, up in Bear Creek, enjoying a fellowship and time with other, both Putnam County citizens as well as people who are visiting from out of the county and even out of the state. This is at Davenport Landing. You know, we can get out there and have a really good time with the fellowship and fun that and enjoying each other's company. And that's part of what we're doing with Putnam Blueways and Trails. But another thing we're doing is we're looking at what other communities have to offer. This is Jacksonville, and it's not really a kayak trip that I want to take. I'd rather take a trip to this kind of a location right here.
That's right.
Or to this kind of a location right there. Or there. I'd rather interact with the wildlife from a respectful distance here in this county. And, you know, when Reverend Flagg at the beginning had his prayer, he expressed gratitude for a day which we had never before experienced. And for me personally, going out and being involved in nature in this community helps me to ensure that I truly experience that day. And that's just as important, to be grateful for the day, but to also truly experience the day. And in the end, what we really want to do is have a sustainable way of interacting with our environment for those citizens. So that's Putnam County Blueways and Trails. We look forward to 2014. You have membership applications in your packet. $10 cheap. It's a good deal. Kevin, thank you. Thank you very much.